Jai, dear students of class 10. Today we are going to start a new segment of online classes in which we will start our first chapter from English textbook, that is the first flight, and in the segment of this we will first discuss the first chapter of the same book, that is A Letter to God, written by G.L. Hughes. So my dear students, in this chapter what we are going to discuss about. So first let me tell you the introduction of this one. My dear students, as you know, a single faith can move the mountains. A single faith can move the mountains, but it depends on you, then on which factor of the life, on which factor of your study you are having faith in, right? So in this lesson we will learn about a poor farmer whose name was Lanko and whose crop was completely destroyed by just a natural calamity as rain. And dear students, after that Lencho was no hope except God, and he was seeking for a helping hand from God, and he get it. So my dear students, without making a delay, let's have a start. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From the height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was at least a downpour or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lanko, who knew his fields intimately, means closely, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. So my dear students, that was the background of this story, where this story has been plotted. So it was a mountainside, it was a mountain range where Lanko's house was situated at the top of a low hill. It was a very low hill just situated beside the highest mountain ranges, right? And from the house of Lanko, from that height, anyone can see the rivers, the valleys, the ripe corn that can be seen. The flowers were pointed, the flowers were affixed with the plants. And dear students, after having a look of those crops, anyone can imagine that the productivity is going to be good, right? That's why the writer had written that always promised a good harvest. So what the earth was needed at that point of time, the demand of the crop was rain, downpour, or at least a little shower of rain. And what Lanko was doing as other farmers, he was continuously having a look towards the sky in the direction northeast. And after having a look, what Lanko was saying that now we are really going to get some water, woman. Lanko was giving an idea to his wife that they were going to have some water. His demands, his requirements is going to be fulfilled. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God's willing." The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." It was during the meal that just as Lanko had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. Dear students, it was the situation that his crops were needed the rain, and a huge cluster of mountains his huge cluster of clouds could be seen. Because continuously Lanko was having a look towards the northeast, and again the status of the woman was being described, means the status of wife. What was the function that she was doing at that point of time? She was preparing dinner, and older boys of the family were working in the field, and the smaller one were playing nearby the house. And this process was continued up to the time when his wife, Lanko's wife, called all of them for dinner. And It was just the time of need when Lenko had predicted that the big drops of rain began to fall, and in the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. Now, when Lenko had seen that it started raining all around, his crop was receiving whatever their need was, and needs of crops were being fulfilled. He was excited, he was overjoyed, he was very happy, and he could see the huge cluster of clouds was approaching towards his house, and he was just get out of the house for having a pleasure of having a sensation of the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed. The students, exclaim is a perfect word that is having a different meaning and a different situation. Suppose a single individual is unhappy, is sad, so this will be the exclamation of sorrow. But the things that needs means exclamation is the mood that arises within the heart. That can be the surprise, sad, anger, sorrow, whatever. It depends on the situation, right? So meaning of exclamation can vary, right? So he exclaimed, when he returned, he exclaimed, and what he said, that these are not the raindrops. These are the coins. The big drops of rain was 10 cents, while the smaller one are compared as 5s. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly, a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, their very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen coins. So, dear students, after when Lenko had seen that his crop had received the rain, he was satisfied, and that with the satisfied expression that satisfies more, what he had said, he regarded the field. He had a look over the field that was covered with the rain, and it was covered with the rain. But ultimately, suddenly, there was a change in the weather. And what was the change? Suddenly, a strong wind began to blow. A strong winds began to blow, and along with the air, there were hailstones. And after having seen those hailstones, Lenko had said that now these are truly did resemble. Resemble means look like. These hailstones are similarly parallel to the coins because their appearance are approximately same, right? But it was going to be bad. As you know that previously his crop was needed only a shower, not the hailstones. But now this point of time, as we can see that his crop was continuously receiving the rain. That means it was a sad expression. It was the situation that has been turned from happiness to sorrow, right? So Lenko said with the sorrow that these truly resembles like new coins, and the boys who were unaware what is going to be happening, what were happening, these hailstones can be the distinctive because their minds were completely free. They are unable to bear the load. Not only unable, you can say that they are unaware of the responsibility. They are unaware of the crop. They are unaware of the impact, the result, what's going to be happen. They expose themselves out of the house for what? For the collection of those hailstones in the form of frozen balls, my dear students. So my dear students, I think you are getting the point, and we have covered key paragraphs of the videos. next video session we will continue the same segment, and you will have to listen, learn, understand all the topics carefully up to the time. Thank you. Have a nice day.